I have no idea how I'm gonna start this video, but I'm gonna just start it because the most important thing is to just start. Hello, my name is Sam Champagne. I am a songwriter, producer, I mix, I sing. If you have been watching my channel, I'm just too much. I'm too much. But this video is gonna be about my studio. I'm not sure why I'm just so like, Today's video is gonna be about my studio or my little setup. I'm not gonna call it a studio and I'm gonna show you why. But the setup I work with when I record my vocals and when I record ideas for songs and when I produce any remixes or anything. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm just gonna be going a little bit through the story of how my studio, my little setup space came to be, and hopefully what plans I have for it in the future. I hope so. So I'm just gonna carry you around my studio and show you a little bit of everything. Actually, I'm just gonna start with this right here. Right now, I'm recording on a TLM 102. This is the back of it, but this is what it looks like. I'm trying to shift down the computer so you can see. It's the little black one. I think it's the most common one, the little TLM 102. Come on. Okay. But yeah, this is what I'm recording on right now for my voice. Probably like, I love this mic. It's amazing on vocals. It's never disappointed me at all. Like it's so good. Like it's honestly but the thing is I don't have anything to compare it to because it's also the only like real condenser mic I've ever owned. The only other condenser mic I've ever owned was a USB mic by Samsung, which was really nice. But it picked up a lot of noise and I was like, I'm gonna need something a little bit better. So I saved up and like some of my family pitched in like when I asked and then got this mic. So started off with that and now let's move on. So this is just an overview of my studio setup room. Right over here is where I would do all my technical stuff, mixing, production. And in the corner there is where I used to do vocals, but I no longer do vocals there. And here is my little live performance and practicing setup where I practice piano and just singing. And here is where I was just recording my video a second ago. And over here, I like to put cables, any extra cables I have. And right down there, it's dark, you can't see, but that's my Bose S1 Pro. The main components to my setup is my TLM 102 into my Apollo Twin, into my computer, and out back into the Apollo Twin, and then with my two Atom T7Vs. And then I have an extra monitor up there where I can put my mixing window. And that's my Alesis V61. But yeah, that's pretty much an overview of my studio. And I keep calling it a studio, but honestly, I don't want to call it a studio for the simple fact that there's no acoustic treatment. And because there's no acoustic treatment, it's very hard for me to mix in here and very hard for me to take clean recordings, although I could take pretty clean recordings as long as I do good practices, but mixing becomes a little difficult for me in here. But yeah, other than that, this is pretty much my dream setup. This is the setup I've always wanted, the monitors I've always wanted, and I'm working out of Logic now. I used to work out of FL Studio for like most of my life, but I made the switch to Logic earlier this year. I freaking love it. It's amazing. And this is what I did not get to or give you a closer look at. This is actually my headphone amp, and I actually own two pairs of headphones. Right now, this is the ATH M50X's. Not my most favorite pair, but I own them. So, and then this is the OnStage Pro headphone amp. Works very well. It does the job. And I also own one more pair of headphones, but I'm actually currently using them right now. It's the Z25 by Samsung. A very, very generic brand, but I actually use them more than my ATH MX50s just because of how they the frequency response on the headphones are just more comfortable than the ATHs. Like the ATHs will wear your ears out. But yeah, that's pretty much most of the equipment in my studio, really. Or at least for the mixing production side. Now I want to show you the live side. Over here by the live side, we have my DGX 660, my favorite electronic piano ever. I love it. I love it so much. Can't recommend it enough. And I also have the same TLM 102 over there, but I move it around for my purposes whenever I need it. And I also have I have two SM58s over there with some cables. And then if I go down a little bit, you'll see my Bose S1 Pro, which is a great portable PA speaker. It's really dark, but I'll give you guys a better video on that because that's a story that I really want to tell. But yeah, over here with my Bose S1 Pro, I would plug my keyboard in and I would perform and I would practice and I would record any videos where I'm doing covers with my piano or just, you know, if I feel like blasting music, I'll blast music out of that. But yeah, that is pretty much basically my setup.